Hello, gentlemen traders and investors. Information and analytical service is with you System.Guru.Markets. Let's start with the summary data for the corporation. Let's look at each parameter in a little more detail a little further. If necessary, you can pause the video. You can study each corporate indicator more thoroughly. Now we will look at the current fundamental indicators of the company Ford Motor Company, ticker F. The review was created based on the data at the time, April 20th, 2025. According to classification GURU.Markets Corporation, Ford Motor Company belongs to the subcategory Autoprom. 8 organizations participate in the assessment. This is unrepresentative. Total for the company in question, 2 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 0.6 points. If you look broadly, within the US market in general, we can note that the average score for the US stock market as a whole is 1.8 points. Against a score of 2 points for the company Ford Motor Company. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price, Ford Motor Company, and subcategory shares, we can see that over 12 months the stock Ford Motor Colorado showed dynamics of -19%. Against the price dynamics for the subcategory -18%. This does not say anything definitively, but it is necessary to keep this fact in mind. Market capitalization of the company Ford Motor Company valued at $38.33 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $463 billion. Ford Motor Company has a share of 8.274% and is one of the mid-sized companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $44.98 billion. And the balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory is $507 billion. Ford Motor Co. accounts for a share of 8.868%. Comparing the occupied shares of stock exchange and balance sheet capitalization, we see the following. Share Ford Motor Company in the subcategory when assessing market value is 8.274%. The book value is 8.868%. This is 7% more than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance capitalization in the subcategory, good, 1 point. The organization's debts amount to $161.616 billion. Debt liabilities to book capitalization amount to 359.3% of the company's capital. Result on the company's debts, very bad, -2 points. The ratio of the company's stock price to its profit is 6.5. The average for the subcategory is 7.6, and this is 14% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's stock market value to profit indicator in comparison with organizations of the subcategory, good, 1 point. Profit for the last 12 months was $5,884 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are expected to be $5,253 million. And this is 10.7% less than now. Assessment of expected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory, tolerable, 0 points. The company's value to revenue balance is 0.2. The average in the subcategory is 0.5, and this is 60% lower than the average in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's stock price to revenue indicator in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, good, 1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $185,160 million. Future revenue for the coming 12 months is expected to be $165,290 million, 11% less than currently. Assessment of indicators of projected future revenue in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, tolerable, 0 points. The sales margin is 3.2%, with an average for the subcategory of 6.1%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 2.9%. Assessment of sales profitability in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, tolerable, 0 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 14.686%, which is 77% more than the share of market capitalization. And this shows the imbalance of the company's stock price, Ford Motor Company, rather towards underestimation. The amount of market capital per company employee is equal to $224,000. Whereas for the subcategory, it is $397,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 43.6%. Assessment of the volume of the company's market capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The profit for each employee of the company is $34,400, with an average in the subcategory of $52,300. And the difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 34%. Assessment of profit per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, tolerable, 0 points. The sales volume for each employee of the company is $1,000 and $82,000. By subcategory, $860,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 26%. Estimation of revenue per each employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The volume of sales transactions is 5%, with an average for the subcategory of 1.2%. This is an assessment of the possible risk of a short squeeze. Indicator RSI 14 shows the 50% level for the company Ford Motor Company. Whereas for the subcategory this level is approximately 50%. On average, securities of the subcategory are valued approximately the same as the company's shares Ford Motor Company. The company's current share price is approximately $9.62. The consensus price estimate for the company's shares is approximately $9.21. The dynamics of the actual price and the consensus forecast are approximately -4%. Let's look at the table of orders that is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions previously made this season by the stock valuation information and reference system GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. As a result of the analysis of the company's shares, Ford Motor Company. Information and reference assessment system GURU.Markets, a decision has been made. Do not open an order as this video is a review. Thank you all very much for watching to the end and for using the information and reference system GURU.Markets. You truly are the coolest audience in the world.